And I'm tired. Let's just finish it tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll just come back tomorrow. We don't have to
Yeah.
finish it now.
We're worse than So You Think You Can Dance, man. Those guys are like, and the loser is after this commercial break. And they're gone for like 30 minutes. But of course.
Really, could you ask for a better final here at the
I know. We're tied 2-2. Two rivals, both living in South Korea as professional gamers. And the Razor King of the Beta finals here at Harvey Mudd College. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going into the final game right now. Make some noise. Starcraft 2 is out, the wait is over, and we are up late having a ball here. I am your host, Sean Day9 Plot. I don't think I've said that once, but of course it's on a giant banner behind me. And of course, joined with me today is JP McDaniel. We got Ranson Hogan operating the TriCaster, our wonderful tech support crew. Big clap for them. I'm not even going to start the game yet. They are beautiful, beautiful men. And this now is the final game. Tester fans, let's hear some noise from you. And the ever incredible Zerg Idra fans. Spawning at the south. Already, I like Idra's positioning here. He didn't get the awful position of top mid against left. He doesn't have to worry about getting a difficult third. This is the easiest, most natural third expansion for Idra.
Yeah, again, Metalopolis, like you usually say, is a Zerg favorite map, especially when you get these spawns like you were just saying. So I'm going to try saying something new. And going to the tester, of course, we do have that pylon going down there. Actually close. I think that's the closest to his ramp.
Well, he likes the 2-gate. He likes the 2-gate.
He does like the 2-gate.
We can give it to him. Looks like he is just chrono boosting that first set of probes as ordinary. Very fast scout. He's probably thinking, if he's here, I'm just going to build cannons outside his front again. That's working well. No reason to stop. But unfortunately for him, Idra is not here. And here's Idra. Looks like a lot of Zerg players like to pull back, they don't want to reveal their position. But of course, it's so critical to know if your opponent is 1 or 2 gating, so he's going to march right in there. And meanwhile, still, I have not seen Idra do anything in any of these games except go for the 15 gas, 15 pool. And
he's going to do it.
He's a creature of habit.
And we'll have to see exactly what Tester decides to do. We do have one gateway down for the Protoss player, and here comes Tester. He's probably like, really? You're doing this again? Really?
But of course, repetition can never be bad. There is the second gateway going down. And again, this is what I'm talking about Tester really popularizing 2-gate. Very far positions. I mean, even though they're close by air, this is quite a ways by ground, especially with this wrap-around ramp. Makes it very difficult to deal with roaches or something like that. But Tester has demonstrated time and again that this sort of 2-gate style is very, very effective.
There goes that first gateway for Tester going ahead and finish. And he does have that probe of his own in the mineral line of Idra. Oh, yeah, there it is. I couldn't see it behind the minerals. There he goes, still in those minerals, getting away with them. Or he's just going to go ahead and try to turn him into the hatchery, maybe?
What a jerk. He steals money, and then he wanders around going, I got your money. And he's going to like zap these drones, like push them a little bit. So this is what you want. Look at him, just shooting the hatch. Yeah, you're going to take it out.
He's going to take it out. He is determined.
He's got this.
He's got that. So that's going to do it here. Tester is going to take out that hatcher. And he's going to be the winner. No, of course, he's not going to take that out.
So here comes the Zergling. Zergling speed going down. There is the hatchery planting itself at the natural expansion. More and more zealots coming up. Very curious to see if he's going to be doing a push. It's so dangerous to do it when Zergling speed is out, because Zergling speed basically says you are not allowed to misjudge the situation. One misjudgment, you will be surrounded with no remorse.
Again, some smart play from Idra there. He's going to be taking off, or he has taken off those drones from the gas now, just powering minerals there in his main. And that, of course, is going to allow him to get up more and more lings. Here comes Tester now. Is he actually moving out right now? Looks like he does have... Yes, there is 3 zealots there right outside, but that's quite a lot of lings to deal with.
Dangerous, because speed is, it's not quite done yet. And this is another great example of why Tester is such a phenomenal Protoss. He knows that you can attack right now, but I mean, the fact that these Zerglings are getting so far around is really dangerous. Are they going to base trade? Idra goes, wait a minute, I have 8 Zerglings. I'm going to go ahead and back up. Looks like just packing these 5 zealots together. 5 zealots, the key number. Right when you hit their base and you have 5 zealots, that extra larva is almost certain to be popping off soon. And he's waltzing right up the ramp. He has no fear. He is coming up here, already getting ready to whack away. That queen is the important unit. He needs to keep that alive. Oh no, the queen's gonna... No!
Oh my God, he does save that queen.
Stays alive.
And there comes Speedling. They're surrounding the rest of those zealots, and Idra does defend against that.
Oh.
Man. Look at that
was
queen.
so close.
Look at that queen slowing his roll, just making sure that everyone knows that he's still alive.
Yeah, look at her just stroll into the natural expansion like not a big deal at all. I got
Calm
9
down,
life.
guys.
I'm
Calm down. I
fine.
got this.
Yeah, so of course there are the 4 zealots at the front. Of course, getting the sentries, that's going to help deal with any sort of bust attempt, can easily force field that. Chrono boosting on the warp gate. No other tech structures yet, but you know, really he's going to be committed to one basing for quite some time, and Idra already setting up a really nice economy, exactly where Idra wants to be. Just needed to hold off that first attack and did it. And there's the good old creep tumor belch out of the queen, and the lair is en route.
Yeah, now Idra is going to be trying to do somewhat of a contain there, keeping those lings outside of the base of Tester. And here come actually a little bit of an aggressive play there from Tester. He has actually walled off here this game, so he's probably not too afraid of those things getting in his base. Probably thinking about game 1 there. He's probably still furious about those lings that just waltzed right into his base.
He is probably so mad he's punched a hole through a wall at this point. But it's okay because he's still keeping his cool enough to go 2-2 with the tip-top Protoss in the universe, because I doubt Starcraft 2 exists anywhere else in the Milky Way galaxy. So there are the Zerglings wandering around. He really wants to pick off that probe, and in particular the Nexus. If he can take that out and especially keep those cannon numbers down, then he is going to be in a good position to do perhaps some sort of early push. Lair almost done, getting a second spine crawler, really important on Metalopolis because there is this huge, huge wide open expanse at the front. And really, I just want to add that on this map, it's so easy to do the Overlord highway rush. You just drop Overlords all along this street and just start vomiting creep, and you can push with Hydralisks very quickly. It's a big threat for Protoss.
We'll have to see. It looks like that lair is probably going to be finished up. Let's go ahead and throw up the production tab, or just go over to his base. Either or. What is that? That is, oh man.
Evo chamber. Yeah, he really likes getting the fast Evo chamber for the +1 carapace.
We'll have to see. He hasn't thrown out any lair tech yet. Probably going to see. I would hope to see. There it is, the Hydralist in. Not going to be getting those Mutalisks. And there's the lone Overlord. Probably a little bit upset that he can't move any faster right now. So he's going to whittle away, and there he goes, just exploding in anger.
I mean, this is such a great little push by Tester. I mean, these are the sort of things that I think every person in the universe needs to work on. It's just figuring out times when you can advance forward safely and then retreat back safely. Occasionally nothing will happen, but every once in a while you get a free Overlord. There's the fast +1 trying to stay ahead of Tester, who of course loves to get the unbelievably fast +1 upgrade. Look at the Chrono Boost getting favored there as well. There is the extra gateway. There is the Nexus that is finished at the expansion, and I mean, really pretty even game at this point, but this is exactly the spot that Idra wants to be in. Loves getting the easy third.
Yeah, again, we talked about this at the beginning of the map. Metalopolis, when spawning like this, you can't take that easy third quite easily. I think I just said easy way too many times. But there are some spine crawlers there pushing out there with the creep tumors. And Tester, have we seen exactly what tech path he is actually going to be deciding?
It looks like it's just
gonna
gateways, yeah.
Heavy Stalker right now, or Stalker Sentry. And it looks like he's actually moving out a little bit towards Idra.
And you can move out with these sentries if you hug the wall, so that way you can just throw down force fields, defend your retreat. But it looks like just another little poke out to this Xel'Naga watchtower. Not really getting very much information out of that, but this is very good by Idra to spread the creep as usual, advancing forward these spine crawlers, because look, now he's made a nice big choke so that way he can take this expo. It's going to be very hard for Protoss to move around to that backside. And here comes the Zergling counterattack. Oh my god, Deja Vu from game 1. He's going to be able to pop up. He's taking out a probe, warps in a Zealot at the front, but this huge counterattack, he's going to be able to do a lot of damage. Zealots are trying to warp in, and he just walks away.
He's just running away. Look at those lings again. So happy just to be alive, I guess, right now as they're just hopping around. There comes the first upgrade of the weapons from Tester. And if we go back into the main for Idra, looks like he's going to be getting that level 1 carapace to kind of counteract that level 1 weapon.
And here's the Evolution Chamber, another one going down, wants to get those upgrades. Here's the first batch of Hydralisks from Idra, and this set of Zerglings so critical to this game. This is just so tense. We are tied 2-2. It is the grand final, $1,000 on this game. It's now best of 1. Robo facility going down, and one guy in gas just...
man.
That's, you know, You hear me groaning. Really, this is an effect of that counterattack by Idra. It can throw you off your game, and because it's such autopilot to put guys in gas, very natural mistake to induce.
Looks like Idra is going to be getting both of his gases, hopefully putting 3 drones in each of those. There goes the infestation pit going down, so either going to be taking up to the hive or he's going to be getting some infestors on the map. And looks like another Overlord died as Idra is right now 109 out of 102 supply. Not really sure where that fell on the map at all. But it doesn't matter because here comes the hive right now, as well as a couple of Overlords spawning from the other hatcheries on the map.
And so proactive about upgrading everything as much as possible, getting more and more workers. And look at these Zerglings, just busy as can be. 65 workers for Idra, 47 for Tester. There's an observer coming out as well and a robotics bay. If he gets a second robotics facility, Idra could be in trouble with these close positions. You can push with Colossi so fast and reinforce over this ledge. And I'm trying to look around. I don't actually see a Spire anywhere for Idra. I'm going to open up the production tab. If Colossi come out anytime soon, oh, there's the second robotics facility. Idra can be in a world of hurt if he doesn't get air soon.
Yeah, this is going to be definitely a tough situation. There's a lone Zealot. Looks like it's just going to die for no reason other than, I guess, Tester forgot it. And those Lings, again, quite happy with that kill. There's that Oversteer, of course. Really nothing to detect right now. But usually you see those Oversteers go and try to send the change-ins